Okay everybody, welcome to Harvest Moon Farm. Today we are going to start sorting and wrapping all of this big massive pile of gifts I have behind me. Sadly, I still have things I have to buy. Today is the 16th, so hopefully I can get at least this mess sorted and get a bunch of it wrapped before I buy the rest of the stuff, since my time is really running out. So I'm just going to take you along as we start sorting through some of this stuff. Alright, so each grandkid always gets some clothes, which they don't necessarily care about, but they wear. So I've got to see if I can figure out what goes to who. One of these days I'll learn that I need to sort it as we go. And put it in the bags that go with the child that the outfit belongs to. Apparently I did not learn that this year, so we will just do this the old-fashioned fun way. Okay. I need to do this in order so that I don't miss anybody. So Liam, Paola, Lincoln, Nicholas, Nate, Violet, Gwen. Okay. So that's Violet. I don't remember whose pants these are, so I gotta wait till I get through some more stuff. That's Violet's. Violet. Alright, I know I did get some jeans that were too big for the kid that I thought I was buying them for, and I meant to put them back, and it didn't happen. I know, shocker. I think this is... Okay, I must have another bag of clothes somewhere here, because this isn't everybody's. Oh, I think these are Grandpa's. This one doesn't have any pants. Alright, that's where the pants are for that kid. This one only has one shirt. This one has three, so let me see. What size is this? 7. Okay. And then missing the clothes for this kid, which I know they're in here somewhere. Found a bunch of things that we bought for the house that got kind of mixed in and not pulled back out. Okay, so everybody always gets pajamas. We're going to put those to the side. This is some stocking stuff. Oh my goodness. Pajamas. Let's see. They're here somewhere. I'll just keep going through stuff and I'll find them as I go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put all their clothes. I have these big boxes because I'm just going to put all their clothes in one box. So I'm going to fill up each box and just put an initial on it so I know who it belongs to. And then I can wrap them later. This just gives me the opportunity to go ahead and get them sorted and get some of this mess not so crazy. Alrighty. That also lets me, as I sort through the other stuff, it lets me count packages so I make sure that everybody has the same number of packages. Now, honestly, I don't think the bigger kids would even care, but the smaller kids notice. And it's much easier to do equal packages than equal dollars, really, because, well, I shouldn't say that. So the bigger kids, either way, it's going to be about equal. But when we get to the smaller ones, the 2-year-old stuff is a lot less expensive. So when I spend equal dollars on her to everybody else, she ends up with a million things. Not only does she not need a million things, but the other kids feel like, they were treated unfairly. So we are going to just make sure the packages are equal.
And when I started this whole process of getting everything sorted and wrapped, I didn't know what day this video might come out. That's why you can't really see anything, because my grandkids do watch my videos, and I didn't want them to see what they were getting for Christmas before Christmas.
My daughter's amazing. She brought me a drink so that I could breathe and talk. All right. So one thing I'm doing as I go through all this stuff, since I know that I do need some more things, but I don't exactly know what, I have a list on my phone and I'm adding to it as I come across, like, if a kid is missing something. Do you want to get those 4, like, Christmas Eve boxes? Okay, crisis averted. So let me text my daughter-in-law. Okay, yay. So I found the clothes I was looking for, which is good. But I'm going to have to go get smaller boxes for these kids because their stuff is a lot smaller than the older kids. Okay, so Isla, Liam, Gwen. Oh shoot, I need one. Okay, so we need, whose is this? This is Nicholas. All right, so I need a box for Nate. And a pin, because I can only find one pin in the drawer. So I'm going to get out these little pieces of paper because you never know what they might do. Get out the tags. And get out all of these thousands of boxes. So let's start with Lincoln and Violet. That way I can put their stuff. Well, yeah, I need to watch though and make sure that the rest of Violet's stuff comes. So this is all Lincoln stuff right here, and I want them each wrapped separately. So they've got 7 things to open. I just know that each of them has 7 items, so. Okie doke, I am just about done with the gifts, and then I'll just have stocking stuffers and our stuff for our saran wrap game, and that I will finally be done. So I had a really hard time finding wine bags this year. I don't know if I just started looking too late or what, but we found what we needed, so that was good. I was trying to find something for my oldest granddaughter. I've got this basket of stuff and I've been really struggling trying to figure out how to wrap it. So I got this big bag. Hopefully I can make it fit. I think I'll be able to. Oh my gosh. Oh yay, there we go. That worked great. All right. Okay, so now let me tape the edges of this little puppy together. Uh-oh. And these bags aren't very secure, I guess is the word I want to use. They're not made for things that are very heavy or awkward. Some things are just hard to wrap. And if it wasn't for a kid, I would just put a bow on it. But because it's for my granddaughter, I want it to be something that she opens, you know, so. Okay, so this goes with this gift, and I want to be kind of careful with this bag since I already kind of tore it up. Okay, let's see what we have left here. So one of the things we do, well, we've done since we lost our mom, is my sisters and I do a sister's gift. And it tends to either be sister related or breast cancer related, since we lost my mom to breast cancer. Oh my gosh. So I actually bought these last year and I totally forgot about them, and I found them in my closet. I'm like, oh, so that's what they're getting this year. There we go. So hopefully none of them are watching, but it's just a little mug, and the back of it says, I'm pretty sure we're more than sisters. We're really like a small gang. So we tended to really come together. I mean, we were always close, but we tended to really come together after we lost our mom. So I just wanted to make sure how that was wrapped up, and so I'm just going to wrap these little foam things. All right. Tell you what. I am getting to be way too old to be sitting on the floor for this long at one time. I was so sore this morning when I got up. I could barely move from spending so many hours yesterday sitting on this floor wrapping gifts like a crazy person. Let's see. My grandkids sometimes will say, Grandma, sit on the floor and play games with us. And I'm like, ooh, I would love to, but you guys are probably going to have to haul me back up. So, which of course they always say they will because they're sweethearts. Uh-oh. Oh, darn it. I can only get one out of that. That's crazy sauce. All right. I'm pretty sure I have all of the gifts, the main gifts, wrapped. Now I've got to start sorting out the stocking stuffers. Oh look, where's that card? There we go. So I have a ton of candies, but I also have a lot of people to put bags in a stocking. So, or put candy bags in stockings. So the first thing I'm going to do is just dump everything out. And then bagged candy like this, I'm going to go ahead and open and sort. Some of this stuff just goes in a specific, or it's already, oh my gosh, if I could talk. It's already something that is just an individual candy thing. Whoops. People always look at me crazy when I'm buying all my stocking candies until I tell them how many people I have. Okay. I have some little bags for candy, the little treat bags. Hopefully I have some, ooh, let me do that. I'm going to start by opening everything up, and then if the packages are colored like this, I start sorting it into colors, and that's how it helps me keep track of what I've done. Plus, I like the kids to have the colors. I know that they don't really care, I just like it. Alright, first let me figure out what I need here. And my grandkids that live in Texas, they're here now and we'll see them tomorrow. But they have a hard time with chocolate and sugar, so I try not to give them candy or maybe just one or two pieces, and I give them other little things to go in their stockings because I don't want to upset their tummies. So then I just start putting the candy at each bag. Like this. Until I see what I've got, and then I'll kind of go through and do more. This was really hard when my kids were little and still at home. Trying to do this in secret was really difficult because you know how kids are. They want to know what you're doing the minute you close the door. So okay, so we typically put I typically put the little bag of candy in the bottom of the bag, or in the bottom of the stocking. This year I'm going to start with a little Walmart, Target, whatever sack, so that they can just dump whatever was in their stocking into that bag, because the stockings stay at my house, so I don't have to buy them every year. Alright, now that I've got the stockings all sorted out, now I can start looking at this other stuff. Oh my god, I have such a mess. Okay, let's do this. Oh. Alright, the stockings are all done, I think. I don't see anything else that I missed. So the next thing I'm going to do, oops, let's see, what do I want to use? I'm going to put together the, I'm going to start putting together the adults saran wrap ball. So I have all of the things laid out here. So, oh my gosh. So if you guys have never played this before or never seen it played, what you do is you buy whatever kind of prizes that you want to put in. We usually do like, well, the center is usually money. So that's what I'm wrapping up here. And then we've got lottery tickets, we've got little candies, we've got just random assortment. Sometimes it might be like a little toothpaste, a little lotion, a little chapstick, whatever. And you start with your plastic wrap and you just start wrapping it up. So we are going to start with our big prize, and I'm just going to wrap it up really tight. And I usually put a decent amount of space between the final prize and the next prize closest to it, so that you have to really work for that last prize. And then I just put things like candies or gift cards or whatever I have in here. Let's see. I gotta get it going first. And then you just keep wrapping, and you just keep wrapping gifts, or wrapping your plastic and adding gifts, little prize things as you go. And then the way the game is played, you get the first person started, and then, so when you start, one person has the big ball of all the prizes, one person has dice, and once you say go, the one that has the ball can unwrap as fast as they can, trying to get as many prizes as possible, while the next person with the dice is rolling. As soon as they hit doubles, they get the ball, the next person takes the dice, and you just go on around your circle of whoever's playing. It's loud and chaotic, and it is so much fun. The first year I did it, I don't know, a few years ago, the kids were like, okay, Mom, we have to do this every single year. And then the grandkids were disappointed because they didn't get to play, because it never occurred to me that they might want to play. And so last year, and of course this year, then I went ahead and put together a modified, simpler version. I mean, they still play the game the same, but they don't have the same kind of prizes. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to keep wrapping these up until I've got everything in, and a round of plastic to kind of make the first person work a little bit. And that's all there is to it. And my gosh, it is the most fun thing you will ever play. People are screaming and grabbing the ball and saying, hurry up, roll the dice, you got doubles, whatever. It's really fun. If you were watching my channel last year, or you can go back and find last year's Christmas Eve party, and there's some little snippets of it. I had to, I couldn't have our actual voices on there because my kids forget that I'm recording, so anyway, this is very fun. So I'm going to go ahead and put this together. I've got quite a few prizes here. So I'm going to put this all together, and then I will show you what it looks like when I'm all done. Let's see. finally done. So this stack goes to the daughter and son-in-law and grandkids that live in Texas. They will be over here tomorrow, and so we'll get to see them, and the kids will get to open their gifts. And also our oldest daughter and her husband. So this is their stash. I try to keep the packages separate so I don't have to dig through everything when somebody comes over or when we go to a certain place. And I've tried to do that in the past too, so that it's not so much work digging out the appropriate presents. And then on the floor, we've got my husband's two brothers, and the youngest brother is the only ones that still have kids young enough that everybody buys for them. So our two nephews and niece, and then Joe's mom and dad in that stack. This little stack here goes to my sisters. We've got one kid, my nephew over there that we buy for him, and then I've got things for my sisters. And then this gigantic stack over here is everybody else. So this is my husband, the other three kids, their spouses or significant others, the other four grandkids, a bonus grandkid, and then an extra one that's going to be with us. Also, I've got my great nephew's gifts are in this pile because my niece and her boyfriend are coming over tomorrow since my sister has to work. So they're going to spend part of Christmas Eve with us. My niece's boyfriend, his family lives out of town. My sister works on Saturdays and Sundays, and so they're going to come and hang out with us, eat, do a little bit of games and gifts, and then I don't know if they are meeting with my sister later in the evening or what. But so that's why that pile is so gigantic. And then there's all the actual stockings. As I said earlier, the two grandkids that live in Texas have tummy issues, so I try not to give them candy. So I have some other items for them as their stocking stuffers, even though I didn't put it in a stocking. It'll be their stocking stuffers that they can take home. So I think I'm finally done. I just need to clean everything up now, which I've kind of picked up all the trash. I have just some random things around. And then there is the saran wrap ball for the adults, and you would not believe how heavy it is. It's crazy. So this should be lots and lots of fun. I'm super excited. I'm way less stressed now that I have everything wrapped. I swear next year I am not going to make this go to the last minute. I say that all the time, but it doesn't always happen. Alright, so thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas season. I'm not sure when this video is going to get posted. I think probably on Christmas Eve. So that'll probably be the last video that I do until after Christmas. So I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas, and that everybody is happy and healthy and gets to see all the family that they want to see. So I will see you guys on the next video. Merry Christmas, guys.